Hard truth. The IPL sponsorship game is not as glamorous as it seems. Big money hides dark secrets that hurt. Sportsmanship and fair play. Welcome to Let's Decode. Today, we are diving into the dark side of IPL sponsorships. A topic that most are too afraid to touch. Let's start with the reality. The IPL, with its immense global following and billions of dollars in sponsorship deals, may seem like a shining example of modern sports marketing. But behind the glitz and glamour, there are hidden problems. Sponsorship deals often prioritize profit over ethics. Money flows so heavily that it can lead to decisions that compromise integrity, and in some cases, even affect the outcome of games. It is not just about winning on the field. It is about winning the advertising battle, sometimes at the expense of true sportsmanship. In today's video, we will explore how deep pockets influence decisions, the hidden influence on team strategies, and the consequences for players and fans alike. We will examine cases where sponsorships have overridden the spirit of the game, and we will see the damaging effects on the credibility of this beloved sport. I encourage you to comment your thoughts throughout this video and challenge your own views about what you have believed until now. Before we get into the details, please hit that like button and subscribe to Let's Decode if you want to be part of this conversation. Your engagement matters. It helps us bring more hard-hitting truths like these to light. Let's break down the problem. The first issue is money. When sponsors invest millions into the IPL, they expect a return on their investment. This financial pressure often leads teams and organizers to make decisions that prioritize lucrative deals over the fair play of the game. For example, there have been instances where teams have altered their branding and even their team strategy to align with sponsor demands. This compromises the authenticity of the sport and shifts focus from the game itself to commercial interests. Now, consider the players. These sponsorships sometimes create an environment where individual players are seen more as brand ambassadors than as athletes. They face intense pressure to represent sponsors on and off the field, and this can lead to conflicts of interest. Imagine a scenario where a player's decision on the field might be influenced by a sponsor's interests. The core of the game becomes secondary, and the trust of the fans is eroded. Share your thoughts in the comments below if you've ever felt that sportsmanship is being compromised by big business. Another dark aspect is the influence on the sport's governance. When enormous sponsorship money flows in, governing bodies may prioritize the interests of sponsors over the sport itself. This can result in a lack of transparency, with decisions being made behind closed doors. The fans and even some team members may not be aware of the deals that are struck, creating a gap between the sport's public image and its private realities. This secrecy can lead to scandals and mistrust. Think about it. When money is the main driver, how can we trust that the game is being run fairly? If you agree that transparency is key, leave a comment or share this video with someone who cares about sports integrity. Let's look at a few examples. Over the years, several IPL teams have faced controversies that were directly linked to sponsorship conflicts. There have been reports where financial incentives from sponsors influenced player selections and team decisions. These instances, though rarely admitted publicly, show that when the commercial interests of big corporations intersect with sports, the pure competitive spirit can get lost. This is a clear sign that something needs to change if we are to preserve the soul of cricket. But it isn't all doom and gloom. The reality of these issues has sparked a conversation about reform. In recent times, there is a growing demand for ethical sponsorship practices that respect the integrity of the sport. Some teams and governing bodies are taking steps to balance commercial interests with the need for fair play. They are working on creating guidelines that ensure sponsorship deals support the sport rather than overshadow it. This shift is promising and shows that awareness can lead to positive change. Now, let's consider what can be done. Firstly, transparency is essential. The IPL and its governing bodies must disclose sponsorship agreements and the extent of their influence. Fans deserve to know who is behind the deals that affect their favorite sport. Secondly, teams should be given the freedom to maintain their identity and focus on the game. Sponsorship deals should enhance the sport and not dictate its direction. Finally, players need to be protected from undue commercial pressure. Their performance and passion for the game should be the priority. As we near the end of this video, here is your challenge. Reflect on the commercial forces in your own life. How do big money and hidden influences affect the things you care about? Write your thoughts in the comments. This is not just about cricket. It's about understanding how money shapes our world. By questioning the status quo, you empower yourself to demand more transparency and integrity in every aspect of life. To wrap up, while IPL sponsorships have undoubtedly brought in money and global attention, they also bring a darker side that affects every level of the sport. From decision-making to player representation, the influence of big money can compromise the spirit of the game. But awareness is the first step toward change. By shining a light on these issues and demanding ethical practices, we can help restore the true essence of cricket. Thank you for watching this episode of Let's Decode. If this video has opened your eyes to the hidden realities behind big money in sports, please like, share, and subscribe. Stay engaged, keep questioning, and most importantly, never accept the surface-level narrative without digging deeper. I challenge you to take this conversation beyond the screen. Discuss these issues with friends. Join forums. And continue learning. Until next time, keep decoding the truth.